No, this package didn't contain any hazardous materials.
Timaeus! Sucrose! What are you two chatting about?
Oh, hey, you two. We're just talking about a strange package that
A strange?
Yes. I believe it's from a Sumeru scholar who came here to study in Mondstadt. It's most likely a thank you gift for collaborating on some research together.
Huh? A package from an academia scholar? Oh, then there could be anything inside.
There wasn't anything dangerous inside, just a bunch of strange cards. I think I've seen Timaeus with some similar-looking cards before, so I came to ask him about what they might be.
You've seen me with some cards? Maybe those were the testing cards used for distinguishing reagents.
No, they didn't look like test cards. Here, have a look.
Oh, you meant these? Huh. Sucrose, have you really never seen these before?
No, never. Recently, I've been spending all my time up in the mountains working on cultivating pentatonic sweet flowers. Why? Is this an area of research that has started trending in the alchemical community during my absence?
You could definitely say that it's trending, but not as an area of research. It's a card game that's been getting really popular these days. It's called Genius Invocation TCG.
Genius Invocation TCG! Genius Invocation TCG! Haven't you heard of it before? Apparently, it's a game that was invented by a scholar in the academia. People from all over are playing it now.
That's right. The game's been catching on lately. The yugioh publishing house in Inazuma has even published a series of light novels based on the game. The story is really good. It starts with a young guy in Sumeru who finds an ancient casket of tomes in the attic. He opens it and discovers that the soul of an ancient TCG player called the... It turns out that the Crocodile King was King Deshret's viceroy, who battled an opponent named the Ibis King. During the match, the Crocodile King fell prey to after being unexpectedly released by the kid. The Crocodile King possesses him and helps him to gradually climb the ranks.
Timaeus.
Huh? What's wrong, Sucrose? If you're interested in how the story plays out, I can lend you the novels.
No. I was just thinking about that time you requested an extension on your progress report deadline, citing personal reasons for the delay.
I did go through a phase recently where I wasn't putting enough focus on my work, but it's under control now.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Oh? Why's that?
Well, since it's a gift from a researcher I've collaborated with, I thought that I should at least try to learn the rules. That way...
Oh, right! And since it's a game from Sumeru, who knows? Playing it might even make you smarter. Just wait until Paimon plays it enough to become smarter than you! Then you'll be sorry! Although, it seems like we can't learn how to play it anytime soon, 'cause Timaeus...
Well, research is my priority, you know. But if you'd like to learn the rules of Genius Invocation TCG, then I'd actually suggest you go to the Cat's Tail. Yep, that's the place. It's where everyone in the community goes to play when they have time. Trying to learn the rules can be intimidating at first, but it's a lot of fun once...
Understood. Traveler? Paimon? Let's go to the Cat's Tail and try asking around. To be honest, hearing Timaeus talking about the game has also piqued my curiosity.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's get going!
welcome to the Cat's Tail. Ah, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What a nice surprise. Oh, and Sucrose the Alchemist. It's been a while, hasn't it? I'm afraid I've already told you before. Fur from the Cat's Tail staff is not for sale, no matter how much Mora you offer.
Don't worry, Margaret. We're not here for that research project I told you about last time.
Sucrose, what kind of experiment were you trying to do with the cat's tail?
I just wanted to test out some hypotheses, and I needed some materials. But, we can talk about that later. Actually, Margaret, we're here to learn more about Genius Invocation TCG.
Ah, Genius Invocation TCG. We were just talking about... You see, more and more people have been gathering at the Cat's Tail to play. So I thought, why not have a dedicated staff to serve... Speaking of which, I believe you've already met.
Met who?
You know, Prince. This is the Cat's Tail after all. So I thought having a cat take care of our new customers would be quite...
Allow me to interpret. Prince says that the word customer is much too loose.
My mistake. So it seems I haven't introduced you yet. This is Prince and Shuyan.
I'm afraid I must correct you there, ma'am. Only Prince, the strongest and most formidable the average player is incapable of grasping the subtlety and sheer genius behind Prince's every play. And he...
Wow! Another guy who can understand animals!
How can you use such a crude word as animal to describe the one and only Prince? Oh? What's that? Shuyan. In the eyes of the common folk, I look no different than any other ordinary cat. It's a natural mistake to make, and you shouldn't overreact.
It seems he really is capable of communicating with the cat. Could this be...
Seriously, how can he get all of that from a simple meow?
Yes, it was the sacred duels of Genius Invocation, TCG, that formed and cemented our bonds of mutual...
So, playing Genius Invocation TCG fosters some sort of a...
Somehow Paimon doubts that.
Anyway, if you'd like to know anything about Genius Invocation TCG, though I'd love to explain more myself, it's time for my daily walk. I'll let Prince play a game with you and walk you through all the rules.
Just as a seasoned warrior can foresee the path of his opponent's sword, so too can I, as a TCG master, predict my opponent's every play. That's what...
Oh, Prince doesn't want to play with us, huh? Fine, then Prince doesn't have to. Whoop!
I'm sorry, but from the day I met the mighty card master Prince, I swore an oath that my hands would live solely to hold the cards and not to play them. I will never play another...
If Prince is unwilling to play, then I guess we should look for an alternative.
Yeah, blah, blah, blah. What is it? I'm pretty busy over here, you know. Why is it that every player that sets foot in here to play Genius Invocation TCG has to have a drink? Ugh! Don't they have any clue that the key to playing a game is the ability to think straight? Seriously, games and drinks don't mix. Don't they get that? Ugh!
What can I say? As the tavern owner, I can't help but feel happy to hear this. Anyway, I see you've been working hard, so I thought you could use a break. So why not come over here and teach these customers the rules of Genius Invocation?
Ha! Ha! Yeah, what kind of break is that? I'd rather not. Oh, why are we letting all these loafers come in here to play Genius Invocation TCG anyway? All it does, you know, if drink sales keep going up like this, pretty soon Mondstadt's alcohol industry... Looks like my first step in destroying Mondstadt's alcohol industry should be stamping out the spread of Genius Invocation TCG.
My dear, you are quite mistaken. You said it yourself, a clear mind is necessary to win. Soon, their third prince speaks the truth, Diona. Not only is the spread of Genius Invocation TCG no obstacle.
Could it really?
Sure, why not? Alrighty then. Our 2 customers are waiting to learn. Shuyan, let's put you on drink mix.
But Shuyan is destined for a far greater purpose.
Shuyan, drink mixing, now.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right. We'll need some space to learn. Let's go to that empty table over there. Okay, let's go through the rules. Yes? You should have built a deck. You know, a set of cards that meets the bare minimum requirement to play the game. What's with the blank stares? Come on. Don't tell me you came to learn Genius Invocation TCG without bringing any cards. Yeah, we need a practice deck. Can't you just let us use one? Psh, there's no such thing. Okay, let me think. To learn the game... Oh, that reminds me. A few days ago, when I was closing up for the night, I noticed...
Are you sure that's so...
It's already been a few days, and he still hasn't come back to claim them. Oh, okay, yeah, I got them here with me. You know, just in case the customer came looking for them. Yeah, not because... All right, so now we have 2 character cards. Yep. So, are you ready to start? All right, then let's begin. Welcome to the world of Genius Invocation. Simply put, this is a game where you control character cards to duke. Once you've defeated all of your opponent's character cards, now then, you're gonna need a character on the field to start with.
Let's finish this, swiftly.
First, we roll 8 elements. These dice correspond to elemental energy. We'll be spending these dice to perform actions. Once the roll phase is over, you'll enter the action phase, where the real game starts. During the action phase, you can spend elemental dice to perform various actions. Of course, the most common action is to use character. Not bad. During the action phase, both sides will take turns after you use a skill to attack your opponent. And as you can see, once the enemy finishes their move... Now, so we're gonna use them to pay for the pyro dice needed for this skill. That was pretty, but the game has only just begun. Remember, you have to defeat all opponents to win. As much as we'd like to attack again, seems... In that case, let's end this round. After you end round, you won't be able to do... And once everyone chooses end round, we can move on to the next round. All right, here we are. And a fresh new round means time to roll the dice again. Ooh, that's some terrible luck. Well, there's no way, but don't worry. Situations like these are why we have the once per round. You can select all the dice that you don't like and re-roll them. When the action phase begins, the player who first chose, and this means that since you finished first the last round, you'll be the first to start this round. Alrighty then, let's learn a little bit about energy. Each time you use a skill, your character will gain 1 energy. Once Diluc's energy is full, he can use a powerful elemental burst. But never mind, let's start with the normal attack. Diluc's normal attack only needs 1 pyro die and 2 other dice of any type. In any case, now we have 3 energy, plus we have enough pyro elemental dice left over. It's time to use your powerful elemental burst!
Burn!
In an actual game of Genius Invocation TCG, you need to use multiple character cards to form a party. Next up, it's time for your second character card. Oh, it seems like any move. When you deal cryo damage, you'll cause your target to be affected by cryo.
Freeze!
Good! Now our opponent is affected by cryo. This is a good time. Different types of elemental damage affect enemies with different elements. When a character is affected by certain elemental an elemental react. At the moment, your opponent is affected by cryo, so we should try and use a pyro skill on them. Looks like we have to switch active. Oh, that reminds me. Both sides must have 1 active character, while others are considered standby. Normally, we can only use the active character skills. Now, if we want to use the skills of our standby character, in this case, we'll have to switch to You can spend 1 up.
Let's finish this swiftly.
Switching characters is an action, just like using. Most skills can only target the active character. As you can see, your opponent. Alright then, now that Diluc is our active character, it's time to. Because the opponent, when triggered, Meld increases damage dealt by 2. This will allow you to deal loads of damage in one go! Haha! Alright! Next up, let's learn how to use card types other than... These cards are all new. Each time a match starts, you have to draw 5 action cards to form your starting hand. Uh-oh. Looks like we don't have any elemental dice we can spend to make an attack. have any usable dice even after that reroll? Well, never mind. Even in cases like this, we can still attack. We just need to put the action cards in our hand to good use. Don't underestimate action cards. They can grant all kinds of support and buffs to your active character. Take this one, for example. So playing this action card will require 2 of these. See the symbol? Yeah, that means you'll need to play elemental dice of the same type. Some other cards will cost you these instead. The cost requirements for these are much more lenient. You can spend any kind of elemental dice. We'll cross that bridge when we get there, though. For now, just play this action card. So, playing an action card from your hand is a form of fast action. Fast actions do not end your current turn. Simply put, you can continue to act even after playing an action card. Well then, but wait. D-Luke's elemental skill costs 3 pyro dice, and right now, well, not a problem. This is where we can use a more advanced mechanic known as elemental tuning. By discarding 1 card from your hand, you can convert 1 elemental die into the element of your... And this card isn't useful right now. So, sometimes, you won't be able to perform any actions you want to because you didn't... Ingenious invocation, TCG. Keeping up a constant flow of combat is much more... In this case, well, let's just take all these useless just like playing cards from your hand. Elemental tuning is a fast action. Come on, hurry up! Use elemental tuning to... Well, would you look at that? Finally, we now have enough element... Because you have the white-iron greatsword equipped... Now comes the final part! Hoo-yeah! In a real match, you can make adjustments to your initial hand. At this time, we can select any number of cards in our hand to shuffle back into the draw pile. Once you have confirmed any adjustments you wish to make to your starting hand, oh boy, this one's a real doozy. Let's see how you do this time. Remember, start by selecting your initial...
Let's finish this swiftly.
Hey, look at you! You sure are getting the hang of these rolls. Now, you can preview your opponent's actions. I mean, that is to say, you can... Check it out! So here's where you can see all your opponent's intentions for this round. All your opponent's intended actions for the round will be reference this to come up with... Well then, that's the end of the tutorial. Wait. There's one more thing I almost forgot. Every time you hit an end phase, you get to draw 2 cards from your action card. Remember, you have to make use of both your elemental dice and... we just played was an adventure challenge designed specially. Genius Invocation TCG can be played in duel mode, where each player brings 3 character cards. Or in adventure, but the rules are all the same. As long as you...
Although I feel there are still many details to grasp, I think I understand the basic...
That was quite the detailed explanation. I didn't know the Cat's Tail's famous mixologist had such an eclectic skill set.
What? Oh, when did you get here?
I stepped in while you were in the middle of your explanation. I hope I didn't dampen the mood.
You snuck in without making a sound! Anyway, what are you doing here?
The Cat's Tail is a player in Mondstadt's alcohol industry. Now, I'm here today to discuss a few items of business with Margaret.
Too bad she just left. But if you head off right now, you might still catch up with her.
Never mind, it's nothing urgent. In fact, I think I'm now more interested in this card that you're using to teach them the game.
Wait, this card? It's Diluc's character card!
Although I have some degree of experience with Genius Invocation TCG.
A customer left it behind a few days ago, but he went...
Oh? And what sort of a customer was he?
He wasn't wearing an eye patch, okay? He had a light complexion and a super serious look on his face. He wasn't much of...
Eye patch, you say?
Gah! I was trying to give the opposite description, but I just ended up giving it away.
Don't worry. Somehow,
So, what about the Diluc character card?
I don't mind. It's just a card with my image on it.
I didn't expect Diluc to be familiar with Genius Invocation TCG.
The game has been catching on lately. It's hard to go anywhere without hearing it mentioned. Every now and then, I'll sit down and play a game with the customers in Angel's Share. I was hoping we could play a game, but this issue of someone leaving a character card with my image at it's getting late, and someone has some explaining to do. We'll have to have that duel another time. Good. Then I'll take my leave.
You know where the door is. Uh-oh. Guard captain.
I hope Kaya will be alright. Well, now that we are familiar with the rules, why don't we try playing a game of Genius Invocation TCG?
Ooh, 2 new players having their first ever duel. But in order to play an official duel, you need to have 3 character cards. Remember, a complete deck has to have 3 character cards and 30
Then, let's use my cards. These were mixed in with all the others I had received. And it looks like we each have the Kaya, Diluc, and Sucro's character card. Alright, let's duel.
Unlike the adventure challenge you tried previously, duels are true tests of strength between 2 players. In a duel, your opponent can also use action cards, and they'll at the same time. Your opponent... Are you...
I can do it. and clear.
Freeze! Cool it!
This will be interesting.
Dodge this!
Darn. I didn't factor that into the equation. Absorption test. to make... Oh, I wasn't expecting that.
Where did I go wrong?
Okay. One character card defeated. Swirl, Mark 2!
Ready when you are.
Where did I go wrong?
I can't believe I lost when we had the exact same character card. Every decision is a difficult trade-off in this game. If there was only a way to transplant the arms of the two standby...
That's not how the rules work, Sucrose. Don't be a sore loser.
Oh, I am sorry. I was beaten fair and square. I know that. But it was a fun match.
Paimon didn't know you could get so competitive, Sucrose.
I always get a little upset when I lose. It's like that with my research, too. It always...
You lost me at Alchemy and Playing cards is no different. Each game you lose makes you want to win the next one to settle the score. And the desire to win pushes you to seizing victory through a winning combination.
But what if...
A losing streak, yeah. That'll definitely get you down.
You make a good point,
Besides, Sucrose, you're already making great progress. It'd take at least 8 of our regular booze hounds to...
Thank you. I'm just a little disappointed to lose, that's all.
Good! Having fun is the main thing. If you ever want to play again in the future, feel free to come by the Cat's Tail. But...
I'll definitely be back.
Alright. I think you should have all the basics down by now. I need to get back to bartending. Shian's likely been busy making his tavern more pop. Burning Mondstadt's wine industry to the ground keeps me pretty busy, you know. So if you need any more help, go...
I see. So you have now grasped the rules.
That's right. Paimon picked it up.
Becoming a TCG player is not as simple as that. Sobering words from Prince there. But I'm afraid he's right. To become official players recognized by the Genius Invocation TCG Society, you have to pass the It's just a tabletop card game. I'm not sure how you would plan on achieving something like that. Basically, to become an official and recognized
So, you have to...
The duel you just played, I agree. Although I didn't get to observe the match myself, I did listen along.
Same way you can hear what Prince says.
A well-trained ear is a basic skill expected of anyone hoping to become a TCG master. Sucrose, you may have lost the last duel, but don't be disheartened. I can assure you that winning 3 games is well within you. But first things first, Shuyen. Ah, yes, my goodness. Completely slipped my mind. I'm lucky to have Prince here to remind me.
Oh, Timaeus mentioned it, didn't he? It was from the light...
Oh, that's right! The soul of an ancient TCG player was trapped inside. So the Casket of Tomes is actually real?
Well, actually, all card cases in Genius Invocation TCG are called...
Oh! Paimon can guess what you're gonna say next! The reason they can sense each other is...
That would mean an extraordinarily high number of people in history have been turned into disembodied souls as a consequence of playing card games. No. The real reason that it...
Darn! What a letdown. Alright, now let's...
All caskets of tome, probably for the best. Okay, so go and see Margaret to...
But even for the Traveler...
I shall... Excellent plan, Prince.